up, man?
Alrighty, guys, countdown. Wait for it, wait for it. Has begun. Round of 16, best of ones MLG Metalopolis, guys. We've got a PVZ. It's EGAxslav versus nYqPandain and Metalopolis. Man, I love this map against Protoss.
I love it too. I love it so hard. It's seriously such an amazing macro map. They need more maps like this. I've seen nothing but the most amazing games on this map. Remember we were watching Tails versus Stefano? We saw him take that gold.
Yeah.
Just, such a good map. I love it. Ooh, we have a drone for Pandain just chilling in the top right corner. Do you know that if I was a 4-year-old, it would mean I'm a pedophile? Wait, what? What's he talking about?
I don't know what you guys were referencing earlier or something. With the hugs and the heart.
EGAxslav, I do now. Well, going into the game, we will be having cross positions. We have Pandain in the top corner, a little past the 12 o'clock position, and in the bottom left corner, we have EGAxslav, red Protoss. You know what? I think I've been stealing all the intros. You need to bust out the intro next round, okay?
Okay, Robin.
Ha, okay. Yeah, do it right, man.
Alright, man.
Copy it. Alright.
I'm doing the introductions with my camera work. This is Mr. Overlord.
Mr. Overlord. He is married. That kind of Mr. Not a regular Mr. like a non-married Mr.
You know, he just likes to cruise around, dude, and watch the TV. Do you see the commercials on these Metalopolis? Nuke Noodles. Call down. Yeah, Nuke Noodles, man.
I see Subba's gas and gates.
Call down the hunger.
Free
Doc
photon
Adams
oink.
cyber implants. Fed global elite control.
Oh, you're looking at that one. I'm looking at the other one to the left.
No, I was
I'm looking at
the one that
Space
Mr.
Center.
Overlord was looking at. He's got a
Gotcha.
good taste in movies, man.
He does.
Yeah.
Speaking of good movies, have you seen that movie that's coming out with Justin Timberlake?
No.
The one about time. Once you get like to age 25, like time becomes money.
What?
Yeah. No, listen. So like they barcode time onto your wrist and you like buy coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks sick.
That would be very interesting to see. Pandain, by the way, dropping the gold expanse. So we were talking about that earlier that we saw in Stefano versus Tails. Maybe Pandain taking a lesson out of his book. We'll see if EGAxslav falls for the... You know, this looks suspicious, just from EGAxslav's perspective. The timing of it and how the drone went down here, but then didn't build the hatchery. So we'll see. I don't think EGAxslav's going to build... Oh, he does build the pylon. He fell for it. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe he'll make a pit stop at the gold or at the third base.
Well, here's the thing. The Overlord's already there above the hatchery, so if any photon cannons go down, Pandain will know about it. And we're finding that Zergs are realizing, hey, I can go for this gold, and there's really no crazy way if I go full force for a Protoss player to really stop me from doing it. And it's really smart, become really popular, and kind of a big reason why gold bases have been taken out some of these bigger tournaments. Pro will be going on back to that natural, say, hey, there's no hatchery down quite yet, but he will see the drone transfer, and that is going to alert him. Oh dear. It's where EGAxslav starts to wonder, okay, I might have to put some pressure on my opponent. There we go, busting out that chrono boost, going to be getting a Sentry out really, really quick. The question is, what kind of aggression will he be bringing? He has his double gases up right now, and in a couple of seconds, we should be seeing what tech structure he'll be going as he throws down the second gate. Oh my gosh.
I think at first he may have thought it was an all-in. He like chrono boosted out that Sentry, like whoa. He really wants warp gate tech. We see him dropping the additional gateway, so he can get out some additional units and try to put some pressure on Pandain. But honestly, Pandain's got a spine crawler that's 3/4 of the way done. He's gonna have a lot of minerals. Perhaps I should pull up the production tab so that we can see what he's making.
And grabbing this gold, you can afford to go roaches. Just getting in the extra resources allows you to pump drones and roaches at the same time without really taking too much of a hit on your economy as you would with a natural expansion. So hopefully we'll be seeing a roach worn down from Pandain pretty soon. Now he's going to go ahead and make 14 lings, which again is going to make it really hard for EGAxslav to push out.
Beautiful.
EGAxslav's going to need some... Yeah. EGAxslav's going to need some beautiful... he's going to need some beautiful play here like we saw in the last game.
Well, he's... Alright, Pandain right now just took his drones off minerals, and I completely agree with you. I think he should be going roaches. he's limited right now by his larva count. He's going to start pulling minerals if he doesn't drop a third hatchery or switch to roaches in the near future, because you simply can't make enough lings with the amount of money that he's pulling in with 2 hatches. So an additional spine crawler going down for him, but I really think roach tech is his best decision, but it looks like we're not going to see it out of him. We're going to see spine crawlers, which can kind of just be outmaneuvered by EGAxslav. You know, if we look at it, you know, there's a spine crawler on each side, but that really doesn't help him if this units come in just from one side.
I like what EGAxslav did though. He pushed with a few sentries, a couple of zealots, and said, "Hey, look, you make a couple of lings, you can surround me and kill me off." And then he brought the sentries back home, left the zealot to Zelnaga, and look what he's following up with. He's got a Stargate warping in right now, and we don't have an evolution chamber quite yet from Pandain. Still only has 1 queen at that natural. If he gets out a couple of void rays, could potentially do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I think this is a great time to go for the Void Ray Phoenix combo. This queen is so far away from home. If he just comes out and picks it up and kills it, you know, rallies his Void Ray out, then chronos a Phoenix behind the Void Ray, he's going to just get enough chrono. He's about to get 25. I think we'll see him make a Phoenix and chrono it out.
We have some lings poking at the natural, some force fields here, and or some sentries here. I said force fields because I know EGAxslav has amazing force fields. A second, or a third, and a fourth are going down for Pandain though, realizing, hey, I can't really pressure him here. EGAxslav has the photon cannon up. He has a nice number of sentries. He can warp in some units if need be. I don't know if this double expansion is a good idea though. He's really cutting into his lair tech by doing this. Does have a spore crawler down though.
Yeah, I mean, he just hasn't been gathering any gas this entire time. Spore Crawler at this point, halfway done. EGAxslav went with a second Void Ray. We'll see if he's able to penetrate the defenses of Pandain. He really has to do something, though.
Well, he can go to the main. Obviously, Pandain's going to be really, really defensive at his natural, or his gold. Just go straight to the main, and that Spore Crawler's in a position. Well, he did get second queen out. I don't know where EGAxslav can go there. Pandain's starting to look pretty good here. He has his Void Rays taking out whatever lings they can, but again, there's just so many lings, the Void Rays really can't clean them off that fast. This is interesting. This third and the fourth do finish up right now for Pandain. So he's going to be having his extra hatcheries. He's going to be able to pop out just a plethora of lings, so it really looks like he's going to stay on that type of tech. Level 1 Carapace on the way, and some lings poking around the natural.
You know, honestly, I really don't like Stargate tech against this fast gold expand, because the Zerg player is going to have tons of minerals. They can afford queens, they can afford spore crawlers, because they're going to be pulling mints. And so when you go Stargate, the early counter for Zerg to Stargate is all mineral. They need spore crawlers and queens, and it's something that they really can afford. So, you know, it's tough. I don't, you know, I can't be like, you know, EGAxslav should have known better. This is such a weird thing you probably don't see very often. But yeah, I don't think at this point that it was the best decision. I think EGAxslav is kind of realizing that. He's like, oh, you actually had a ton of minerals to make queens and spores. But is catching a queen a little out of position here. Does have 3 Void Rays. And he's actually investing really heavily into this air tech.
Well, he's found a nice little sweet spot between the natural and the main right here. He can do a lot of damage taking out some drones, preventing any type of gathering, although Pandain does have another base raise, so he just transferred those drones right away. He will be able to start poking away at this hatchery. A couple of queens here trying to get the Void Rays to run on out, or at least bait them in a spore card. But again, if he can kill off this hatchery, that's going to be a nice little kill for him there. A queen does fall once again. Pandain trying his best here, bringing lings back even. Try and confuse his opponent maybe, as we have another Void Ray though coming on in here. Oh my gosh, EGAxslav getting 3 queen kills so far, killing off a hatchery somehow, even though we hate Void Ray tech, as you said, against gold, showing us that you can make something happen.
Yeah, you know, he's really abusing the fact that spore crawlers are so easily out of position. He's doing a fantastic job with it. I love this out of EGAxslav. And honestly, Pandain has such an economy right now. He's mining off. He had 4 bases before. He should transfer more guys back to gold and just spam queens and spores for now. But you know, I mean, it's a little too late for him. He's already taken so much damage.
Well, killing off some drones here, killing off that hatchery, and now EGAxslav has taken the lead in pro production, 48 to 43. His Void Ray is in a position here where he can kill off the spawning pool, but a couple of hydras do pop on out. So this is really going to slow down this push from EGAxslav, if you will. But he's done damage. He really has. He's taken the lead, as I said, in the harvester production. We do have a whole bunch of lings running down here to the third. A number of zealots are out, a few sentries as well. But look at these lanes. There are so many of them. They do have that +1 Carapace, which really helps them out against Zealots there. Gonna go ahead and engage a few of them here. Gonna go ahead and try and go for the sentries. The Zealots are gonna turn those right away, no problemo. And these Void Rays still just being a bit of a harassment, just poking in wherever they can.
Yeah, and there are lots of opportunities for them to come in and do damage. I would expect to see maybe these extractors fall. You know, there's only 2 Hydralisks sitting here. Now 3 for Pandain, but these Speedlings really giving Pandain some nice map control. EGAxslav needs to be careful. These Speedlings are inbound into his base, and his units are completely out of position. They do delay for a moment to kill a probe, but it's in a little bit of a situation there. Either way, tons of Zealots and Sentries out for EGAxslav right now, and love to see him wrap up this +2 upgrade so that he can start really doing damage to the Zergling-based composition we're seeing out of Pandain.
EGAxslav does take down the Hydralisk Den right away, so no more Hydras will be out for Pandain here. He does have a nice amount, though, for getting inside this natural. They're so slow, he might actually lose a nice amount of HP on top of this lair, though, as the Void Rays are getting nice and charged up. Is he going to kill off the lair? Oh my gosh, in the red. And, you know, I think that might be worth it, actually, if he lost a couple of Void Rays, and it looks like one Void Ray does fall, but definitely worth the trade there, taking out the Hydralisk Den and the lair. Now he can't create another Hydralisk Den, although he started one before that lair finished up. But that lair tech, killing it off, that's a huge blow. It's going to take forever
for Pandain
to get that tech back.
Remember that Pandain, we missed this, but it was in the production tab, that Pandain research drops and Overlord speed while he still did have that lair tech. And he's going to be going for a really big aggressive move here. But if EGAxslav has charge with +2 Zealots and Archons, he is going to clean this up with ease. Does he have... Oh my god, he has charge. Like, I don't know, man. Pandain does not have a good unit composition to deal with mass Zealot, Archon, Sentry, Void Ray.
Wow. Pandain really just being taken apart here. Pandain saying, oops. Wonder why he's saying oops for that, though. All the Overlords are flying in. Those Archons are here, though, and they do a nice amount of splash damage to Overlords. Gonna go ahead and just go for a base trade, it looks like.
Yeah, but he's going to get such a late start. By the time he actually gets to EGAxslav's base, Pandain will have lost this third. He'll probably have, his main will be under attack, and all he'll have is his gold expand when he even gets started. And the Void Rays are ripping apart the gold expand right now, targeting down the Queen. All the spores seem to have died at this point. And you know what? The Void Rays are going to take out the gold while the rest of the army goes and takes out the main. Pandain now landing in the main of EGAxslav, but I don't think he has a chance of winning this base race.
Yeah, there goes the June drop right away, going straight for the production facilities. Needs to warp in a nice amount of units at the natural. That would help out a lot. The gold does fall, though, so keep an eye on that. The main is fine, and we have another expansion in the top right corner, but the Zealot Archon army is running its way back down here. As long as we can get down here and save the natural, warping a couple of gateways, as you said, EGAxslav should be fine. Hydralisk, though, that DPS is so darn high, taking out so much of the production facilities. Nexus does fall. The Templar Archive is about to fall as well, and all those gateways just fell as well. Going to engage all these drones as they try to get on in the action. The Zealot's just going to shoot through those, no problem. Photon cannons going down at the third. EGAxslav looking pretty safe and secure. The Void Rays doing whatever damage they can in the main as well.
No, absolutely. I mean, he's so safe. EGAxslav proving he's much better a player than I am a thinker. I'm like, the Zealots are going to go kill the main. No, the Void Rays can take care of that. GG, very well played out of Pandain. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. And EGAxslav is going to take the game off of Pandain.